For the past 5 years, I've been on a journey to gamify day trading, and I promised the world that one day I could make this vision come to reality. It's been 5 years of me designing, development cycle, doing audio engineering, a whole slew of things with me and my team. And today I am finally ready to show off what the future of day trading looks like and chart raiders gameplay for the very first time ever. Now, our software is launching in about a month, and this is going to be the final version that people get to see before paid matches go live. I'm also going to turn off my camera so people can see the full screen experience, and let's get started. So this is our main trading terminal. When you are in a match, and let's restart this demo here. When you are in a match, this is what it is going to look like. This is your entire screen and the whole breakdown of everything. So we got a lot of things going on here. I'm going to do my best to go through every single part of this. So in the top left corner, you are going to see your main character panel screen. And this is where all of your main information is. You've got your player name up here. You've got a balance that I have automatically counting down. You've got your action bar. And when this thing fills up 3 times, you get benefits. And every time you fill it up once, you get a certain set of benefits. And then on 3 fills, you get another set of higher level benefits and a bar to represent your funds. You have this, which is your trade elixir. You have these right here, which are your multipliers. So every time you take a trade that's over 7% profits, you get a multiplier. And there's 4 different stages of multipliers, and you can get various different versions. So for example, if I refresh this again, you see you got 4 dots on this one here, action bar, fill, level 4. So anything with 4 dots is level 4. Anything with 1 or 2 or 3 dots is those other levels. Let's reset it here. So this is what the future of day trading looks like. We have gone and designed like a very specific type of experience. We have kind of candlesticks that have almost like this kind of CRT effect on them, almost like this kind of line that goes through them. And you'll notice right now that we're on the 3-minute time frame. Okay. All your time frames are up here. We've got a nice little scan bar that travels down to the screen. If we change time frames, we're also going to see a change in colors. So you're going to go see if we go to the 5-minute, that scan line is going to turn blue. You're going to have a little bit of a blue haze at the top of your screen here. You go to 15-minute, it goes green, hourly yellow, 4-hour orange, daily red, and weekly purple. So you have this interactive scene that allows you to understand what time frame you're on. And when you get used to this, it kind of becomes second nature to be like, oh, I'm on that time frame, because there's slight little changes that show that difference. And now we really needed to, designing this whole system, we really needed to think about how can we make day trading different. And for me, it was critical to have kind of this full screen immersive experience. What is day trading supposed to look like in the future? I wanted it to be full screen, more focus, allow the people who are day trading to really lock in and make those decisions without all of the kind of like the normal things you would see on an exchange, where you have the whole entire price bar on the right side and all these different options and then all these tools on the left side. Put quite simply, all you have is your main overlay tools, which I have turned off for this example, but it's just like a floating toolbar right here that just shows level, trend, hand tool, just a few of your key things that you can move around and kind of place anywhere on your screen, right? You have your orders here. You can cancel them. You can edit them. When you edit them, you can simply use hotkeys with pre-designated options that you can set in the menu. So you can see down here, you've got Q. We have set to 25%. This is our size that we're adjusting right now. So if we wanted 25% of our bankroll on this, which right now was 25% of 26, 25, as we count down, you would just hit Q. If you wanted 75, you would just hit E. You can also just press T to customize it and go and insert your own value. So if you wanted, where this here is saying, how much do you want your stop loss at? Oh, let's go 4%, right? You're going to go 4, hit enter. You're at 4% now. Oh, I want to go back and adjust that. I actually think 3% would be better. Just quickly hit escape, hit W, and what do we want our take profit set at? Let's go 10%. And we can adjust all of these in our main menu and preset those. And now we can decide, let's put it on 3, the quick trade on number 3. Now we can turn that quick trade on and off on our screen to show where that trade would be able to just be toggled on and off. So you can preset trades and have 3 or 4 different trades you have set up, shorts and longs, and then simply just toggle them on and off and turn them on and off. So you don't have to constantly go there and cancel orders, set up new orders, cancel, set up new, cancel, set up new. You can actually just put whatever you want on. You just sit here, click long, right? Enter your price, let's say $90,000. Sure, awesome. And for my gamers out there, we're going to just say, okay, I want to go 25%, I want to go 5%, and I want to go 2%. Cool. Set that to 1. It's a long. Cool. All my longs are on this kind of bluish green color. It's our bull candle color, our green candle color. We use teal, and then we use this kind of lighter red. I would almost call it salmon. Let's do another one. Let's go short 91,003.30. That's perfect. Yeah, awesome. Unless we're just going to go boom, boom, boom. Done. Order is set. Let's put that to number 4, and it's as simple as that. And then we can go back in here at any point and edit any one of these orders. We're only going to 91,500. We're going to keep 25. We're going to keep E. We're going to keep Q. We can just press enter to toggle through. Put that one on number 2. So now we have 2 shorts, 2 longs, all on our hotbar. We can turn them off and on, toggle them. You're not going to see them on the screen right now because this debug mode isn't connected to our backend database, but you would just see that you have orders that you can just simply toggle on and off. And it's a really cool fluid system. And this was a massive part of trying to figure out how can we design chart raiders for this immersive gamified experience for the future. Let's talk about Trade Elixir here. This will give us more health when we use it. And we have 3 in a match. And if we fill our action bar 3 times, we can actually get another Trade Elixir regenerate in our screen. We also have our teammates here. As you can see, I'm on a team of 4 people. We can see their health bar here. And if we hover over them to use a Trade Elixir on them, we simply just click and it will refill their life. They only fill $10. For this, I believe I have it set to fill $25 for testing purposes. So if I was to click this, we can see, well, it filled $25. Click it again, it should go to 65. And that's what it looks like. And so you're going to have all your multipliers here. You're going to have all your teammates up here. Everything stays streamlined. You have your match ranks here, which you can just turn off right there. And you can even hit tab to fly this menu off the screen. And if you wanted to take it off the screen, you would just see it disappear. And then you can expand out and you can see this heartbeat monitor here, this pulse. 13 players alive still, 12 have been knocked out, and as we go down we can see those are your knocked out players. You can expand the teams to see which teams are still in the race. They have 35 combined dollars there for their team, and this person's been knocked out. If you go up here, you can see, oh, they're in a trade. If it's green, like that means they're currently actively in a trade that's up money. If it turns red, they're currently in trades where they're losing money. As you can see there, the player is actually losing funds right now in this trade, and they're going to close it and it's going to turn back to white. And so you can easily see the match ranks of everybody in the match. And then you got trade delay, which if anybody knows about trade delay, it is an awesome feature where you get 7 seconds to pick if you want to stay in your trade or not. Our old version of chart raiders, you used to have to hold the button. Our new version, you simply click it once, it arms it like that. And I'm going to click it again real quick here. You click it once, it arms it. And when your trade hits, so if we had a trade set on the books here, if this trade was on our books and it hit and we had this clicked, it'll activate trade delay. And you'll be able to see exactly, and you can hear the cool sound effects too. You'll be able to see exactly where you're making money, losing money, how much you're making, losing. And you know what? We want to keep that trade. We're just going to lock it in there. Now, the cool thing about trade delay, you're going to notice there's a line right down the middle in trade delay. That assumes you have not made any money in your trade delay yet after you've used this. You can set this in your menus to automatically accept that trade when it crawls to the top of this box. And when it crawls to the bottom, you can have it automatically cancel that trade if you like, or you can do this manually. And the beautiful thing is you can set that to wherever you like. If you want the top of this box to be 20%, then at 10% plus, it would be halfway through the middle line to the actual halfway point to the top, because the top triggers an automatic accept. The bottom triggers an automatic loss. It's to help users preserve time. So when we arm it and when it activates, you're going to see it starts at full, but then you'll see as it drops to the middle, that would be almost like a neutral position. So it's a very easy way to see where you are. And as a trade dances around, you're like, should I take it? Should I not take it? And then we just turn it off, and that's good. So trade delay has had a lot of huge improvements, a lot of huge advancements, and a really great way to think about trade delay. We're going to hide this. That's a nice little spoiler for after. Now we have peak meter. Peak meter is also completely redone. And with gamified trading, we had to make sure that we had all these different elements of the game and things that would really make this fun. And so peak meter allows you to look at the top 3 players next trade on the books. It allows you to copy them, and it allows you to see exactly where they are. We used to have peak meter be something where it's showing where everybody's levels are, but now you're no longer picking between peaking from the first, second, or third player. Let's use a health potion on this person. Yeah, let's use another one, get them up. We don't want them getting knocked out of the game while we're doing our explanation. And so we used to have peak meter show where people would draw their levels, and you'd have to pick between different users. We wanted to create a different experience with that. And instead of showing a pick between 1, 2, or 3 users, it actually shows you the top 3 users closest to trade. And you're allowed to copy those trades, copy the stop losses, copy the entire structure of their trade. So if we were to click peak meter and the first place player had 2 trades open, and at the current price right now where it is, if they were 10% away from their short on top and 11% away from their long on the bottom, it would simply just show their short. So we're going to click peak. It's going to take that. You're going to see where everybody's orders are, and you're going to be able to copy those trades down here. Copy. We'll copy all 3. Why not? And this little green bar shows how close price is to filling their trade. And you can see that we copied 3 trades here, all from the 3 top players, their closest trades. And we're able to use peak meter to just say, hey, let's just copy some of these trades. Let's just clear our order book for a second here. Let's click it again. And you'll notice this little bar, this little crawling bar is how close price is getting to fill their order, because once their order gets filled, you can no longer copy those trades because the order's already passed, right? You can just reset that real quick. Go here again, copy 1 trade, and just let the rest go through. Maybe we'll copy a second trade. Oh, missed that one. Let's get this one. So now we have 2 copied trades, and you'll see that you have 2 trades that toggle here to copied, and we can just simply go edit those if we like. And so that is your main mechanics of chart raiders, what it looks like, how it feels, and what this kind of gamified day trading experience will look like. This is your prize pool for the match here, and this is how much time is left in the match. Now, there's another massive part of the software, which is this whole entire information panel down here. Now, for those users who don't want to see it, you can simply put it in what we call minimized mode. As you can see here, you can just put it in minimized mode. And minimized mode will just give you one update, or the most recent update in the panel you selected. And this is your notifications here, so you can click the notifications off. You can go and see all the notifications there. We just cleared them all. We killed one and cleared them all. Now let's expand this and let's deep dive this a little bit. We have global chat. We have our team chat, and global would be match inside of a match, and team chat would be team chat inside of a team. You have private messages from your friends here where you can just say whatever you want to say, and then you can just close those and the new messages will pop up. And you can also go and access this other menu system here where you can have solid panels, or as you can see how everything's see-through a little bit right now, you can still see the candles behind them, and you can still see the candles behind the peak meter button and all this stuff right here. You can actually just toggle solid panels on if you don't like that feature. And now everything is purely solid. You can't see through it. And let's say we wanted to customize it a little more. Let's go yellow. Okay, cool. Well, we unlock some different colors in our menu systems, and we're going to go yellow instead of blue here. Let's take solid panels off. I actually like the transparent look where it looks like augmented reality and frosted glass there. We can also mute teammates, mute DMs, clear chat, do a whole bunch of functionality there. And these are all separate access menus that you have control to get to. This is system messages, match started, shop update, trade lost. Here's all your trade history for the match. And if I go to a minimized view mode, you can just see your most recent trade, because that's the great thing about all of these panels is they have a full screen mode and a minimized mode. And we can see here we made $24. We used $100. It was a long. We opened it, closed it at this time. We used trade delay and peak meter, and that was our result. So great. We have kind of this whole list of different elements we have here. You know what? I like the blue. Let's go back to blue. Go back to default. I like the blue there. The blue is kind of cool. You also have the ability to see all your components for you and your teammates, the different types of glasses components they have. So their equipment, what they have, your team voice. And if we were to take this down, you can see who's talking and who's not talking in game across the chat. You can leave or join the party chat if you just simply don't want to have the burden of listening to your teammates. You can also mute these people like so, and it shows you who's offline and who's offline, right? And you can see they're talking there. You can see the crown for the team leader. We can go here, which is our multipliers bonuses. It can show you who has what active. So as you go through the multipliers, hey, this person has a level 2 multiplier. They got plus 4% profits. Awesome. And if we go to minimize view, we can see what our most recently earned one was. Now, if we go to the player mode, you have all your audio settings, so you can turn tweak all your audio, and you have all your in-game sound if you want here. And this is the first complete look at chart raiders, what it looks like to be in a match, our new overlay, gamified day trading, and the way that we are going to change the day trading markets by showing the world there is a much better way to be trading the financial markets and to gamify